Hello and welcome to this episode of Cosmic Tarot, where today we're going to be unboxing and taking a first look at the Oak, Ash, and Thorn Tarot, also known as the Three Trees Tarot. Now I'm not sure which of these names is the correct one, because like you look on one side of this thing here, it says Three Trees Tarot, and you look on the other side, it says Oak, Ash, and Thorn. So I've been interested in this deck for a while, but I hadn't purchased it myself yet, and like the Grateful Dead Tarot and the Pulp Tarot that I've shared with you recently, this was also a gift by the amazing Wise Owl Tarot, which I'll put the link down in the description below of how you can find her on social media, because as I've said before, her posts are absolutely amazing. She always shares a lot of insightful readings and beautiful pictures, and I highly recommend following her if you're into that kind of thing, and if you're on Instagram. As you can see, there is a rather large glare on here, but it is because it's still in the plastic. I haven't opened that yet. So once we get out of the plastic, that should alleviate that problem, and we'll do that now. There, the plastic is off, and you can see very easily to see. There's no glare or anything on it, and it's this nice little brown box, which as I'm making this video, I have a calendar in my room that says every day's different color, and today as I'm doing this, it's actually brown, so that's really cool. At least I think so. You can see here, it has a nice little sleeve on here. We just gently take off. We'll set this aside. It really adds the color and stuff to the deck, so we definitely don't want to lose that. You can see here, the box is very nicely well done and made, and it's a little flipped tuck box right here. You can see there, and we just undo the top, and inside we have a beautiful deck of cards. Now, they're not in plastic in the box, but they do have this little thing on them. And I've noticed a lot of people seem to be able to keep these things on the cards themselves, but once I take it off, like I cannot for the life of me get it back on, so that probably won't be staying on there. But you can see there's the cards. They're very well made, it seems. Very strong cardstock. And you can definitely tell a lot of love went into creating this deck. Now, I didn't mention who created it. I'm not good at pronouncing names, so I'll just show that right on the screen there. Stephanie Burrows and Adam Ohlers, it seems. Those are the illustrators and the creators of this beautiful deck. And I'm really excited to get in and see the cards, and I hope you are as well, because I have seen this deck go across Instagram. A lot of people, this is one of their favorites, so I'm excited to see what all the cards look like. So what I did, I just kind of went in the back and I just undid that. So now they were free, and we were able to look at the cards. You can see there's a little thank you right here. It says your purchase has made our day, and we hope this little package brightens yours. And it has their different Instagram stuff, like their handles and different little messages down there, and their website. And there's the back, what that looks like. And you can see we already have the deck right here. And it begins with the Fool. 99% of the decks that I've always unboxed and stuff almost always begin with the Fool. That is the beginning of the tarot, the cosmic egg, and what begins everything. So that is Little Fawn, which is a very adorable. Then we had the Magician next. It seems to be a crow, and you know me, Cosmic Tarot, one of my favorite animals of all time, so definitely loving that. I'm loving this look at like the different animals and stuff, because I don't have very many decks that, like, I think the Wild Unknown Tarot is the only one that I have that depicts the animals as the different major arcana, so this is very interesting. There's the High Priestess, which, speaking of Wise Owl, there she is for sure. Like her, like I said, her readings and stuff, they are incredible. She's one of the best and most amazing people I have ever met on that platform. Then we have the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot. I don't know if that's a pigeon or a magpie, but beautiful nonetheless. We have Strength, and the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged Man, Death. That's a beautiful illustration of death. Usually, you know, kind of morbid, a little bit dark and disturbing, but they're like looking up at this new rebirth, which definitely gives that other meaning of death. You know, after death comes rebirth. Then we have Temperance, and the Devil, and the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, and the World. So there's a look at the major arcana. And apparently the minor arcana in this deck begins with the cup suit, and we have the ace, and the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the 10 of cups, the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. So that whole suit, it seems, yes, definitely, it's all squirrels. So that's really, really interesting. I don't know if everywhere has squirrels. We definitely have some where I live, and they're very interesting little creatures that I feel like love to play tricks on people and each other. They're just very enthusiastic and fun to watch. The Ace of Pentacles is next, and this is a suit apparently of rabbits or hares, however you want to see them. The 2 of Pentacles, the 3, 4, 5 of Pentacles, the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, the 10, the page, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen, and the King. Now that suit definitely gives me major fall vibes. And I don't know how big of a fan you are of summer, but summer is by far my favorite season, and I'm honestly rather depressed to see it go. The weather's starting to get colder, chillier, and like time of spending floating on the lake definitely coming to an end. So, but we're not going to talk about that. Definitely going to move on to the Ace of Swords sword suit, which doesn't look like fall and shows a raven. So I officially know my favorite suit of this deck. There's the 2 of Swords, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, 7, the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 10, the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King of Swords. So definitely absolutely gorgeous suit. The suit of air, the suit of the mind. Makes complete sense to me that this is the suit with the crows or slash ravens. I mean, the short beaks make me think these are crows, which Cosmic Crow Tarot, and crows are what we have around here. I am loving it. It's gorgeous. It makes a lot of sense because, you know, suit of air, birds fly. Makes sense. And we have the Ace of Wands next. And these tends to be the suit with the foxes. The 2 of Wands, the 3, the 4, the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the 10 of Wands. Very interesting illustration of the 10 of Wands there, because, you know, most of them, of the illustrations we see of this 10, it's the card of being overwhelmed by the work we're doing, and it shows like the Rider-Waite-Smith comes to mind, where it's the character carrying all those wands and trying to make it to his goal. But here, though, it's very clear that this fox, who replaces that character from the Rider-Waite-Smith, has given up. He's just decided, I need to stop and take a break and rest, and so I'm going to throw all my wands and let them lay where they do, and maybe I'll pick them up again when I take a rest. So that's a really cool way to look at the 10 as well. You know, if you're stressed out and overwhelmed, maybe it's time to take a step back and really rest and allow yourself that time to heal and be able to find the strength within again to go after your dreams, to pick up those wands and keep going. We have the Page of Wands, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. So that's actually the entire deck, but I can see here there's still a couple more cards to go. So we do have these extra cards right here, which is a really nice touch. You know, we don't usually get those. And this one says possibilities on it. This one doesn't say anything, so it's like a blank, and you can think of it however you want to see it. And then we have that one as well. And then a few cards here with the different messages. So we have the different elements, or the different cards. So instead of like a guidebook here, they have the little messages on here, which, like you can see down here, it goes to the Wheel of Fortune. And then on this side, you have it go to the World, so that's a card about the Major Arcana. And then you have the different suits over here with the Minor Arcana, the Sword suit, the Cup suit, the wand suit, and the pentacle suit. So it's not necessarily as detailed in the guidebook as other decks necessarily, but the illustrations I feel really do speak for themselves and are really easy to like interpret and use your intuition to grow. Like the Fool here, when you see the fawn, you think of innocence and beginning something. This fawn has to begin life and grow and learn it from his parents and really just like take control after a while. But we all have to begin somewhere. In a way, we're all fawns, we're all babies when we begin something new. So it's just like an example of how well these work with your intuition. And you can see there's the bottom of the, or not the bottom of the deck, but the back of the deck. Beautiful illustration there. Again, makes me think of fall, which is going to occur very, very soon. And you can see they're all like that. And this is one of those decks that doesn't matter if you pull it upright or reversed. You're not going to be able to tell, so that is something very interesting as well. As I mentioned, like the box, this box itself, not a whole lot going on it. You do have their little stamp of symbol logo on there, and that's why, you know, you want to keep this like a Starbucks cup of coffee with that little scoop or the little coaster on it. It makes it more interesting, so definitely going to keep that. But that's just a short look at this beautiful Oak, Ash, and Thorn, or Three Trees Tarot that Wise Owl Tarot has gifted me. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want a reading with this deck or any deck in my collection, then feel free to comment on this video or send me a message on any of my socials or book one straight on my website. All of that information will be down in the description below. Again, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon.